Rolling the dice.
Hello. So we've just watched Datalore, the episode where Data gets a brother. And brothers don't shake hands. Brothers hug.
Yeah.
So, in this episode, I'm also joined again by Jill and Nick.
We didn't leave.
No, they're doing a couple episodes. So, in Datalore, we find out that Data's home planet is now unfortunately depopulated and is completely barren of life. There's not like a living thing on it, not some bacteria, not some lichen on a rock. It's dead.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I didn't realize that, like, they just found Data. He wasn't something that was invented by Starfleet. They don't really even know how he works, which, like, in all my years, my 28 years of knowing about Star Trek The Next Generation, that went totally over my head somehow. So that was good to know.
They just kind of found a mannequin on the planet and
hey, he should join Starfleet.
Alive. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, let's just let him in our club.
Yeah.
We found this guy on a desolate planet.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you do that once, good job. If you do it twice, he'll try to fucking kill you all.
Yes.
Is the moral of the story.
Yep.
But I think what stuck out most about this episode to me is how ugly Wesley's jumper sweater thing is.
Oh, so bad. Oh, wait, can we all just say it? 1, 2, 3.
Shut up, Wesley! Yes, I did start the Shut Up Wesley count in here somewhere.
At least twice.
It was twice. In quick succession, too. It's Picard and then Crusher.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear his shit.
Even if it's completely 100% correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one is interested.
And a teenager.
He's right. He's right that if Riker had said all of that, they would have listened to him. But Riker's also not a little asshole,
right.
so you listen to him.
Just change your sweater. Maybe they'll listen.
Yeah. But Wesley's sweater jumper is one of the ugliest fucking pieces of clothing in history.
Yep.
Yes. Is that the ensign uniform?
No, that's like the 80s school picture.
Can't you just
lasers
see
in the background?
Yeah, or like a star field.
Right, something. But it was just another episode of Brent Spiner being brilliant.
Yes.
Too.
His physical comedy and his physicality is amazing.
Really
him
is.
fake sneezing was awesome.
I know. But the difference between Data and Lore, and then Lore being Data, it was really kind of layered and great.
It was Phrygian. It was Phrygian.
Fringe, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Multiple characters playing
multiple versions of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it reminded me of was the whole Bizarro thing, where it's like, he's the real one. No, he's the real one. Don't believe him. Shoot one of us. That's automatically that's what it made me think of.
Yes.
But Wesley, some of that tension was gone because it was too obvious right away. I kind of wanted that classic I'm the real Data. No, I'm the real Data thing.
Yeah, there really wasn't much tension. Wesley knew it immediately.
Because, I
don't know.
Yeah.
Wesley...
Contractions. We learned contractions are very important.
Yes.
Good people do not use contractions.
Yep.
No, they don't. I was really hoping that Data and Lore would be in an elevator and sing Let's Get Together.
Instead, Lore was in an elevator with Worf and beat the fuck out of him.
It's true.
Show me your warrior prowess.
And it was strangely sexually tense.
They should
Did
have.
you guys feel that?
They should have made out.
Yeah.
Really
Oh my god!
What?
A couple of episodes ago, Worf was like, "Oh, human ladies can't handle my dick."
Right.
I'll bet
Data would have handled his dick.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
They could have had some violent Klingon on android gay sex in that elevator, but instead he just punched him in the stomach and knocked him out. It was boring. Boring fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that fanfic exists.
Oh, I'm sure we could find it in 2 seconds.
Lore Worf /fic.
I'm gonna search for it while you guys keep going. Keep talking.
So you said something during the episode about the music.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it just... Anytime that Lore shows up on screen, before you even... before he's even activated, before he's even brought to life, they have, this Casio keyboard dun-dun-dun music every time they show him or every time they mention him. And he doesn't even really do anything sinister until, well into when he visits, like, Data in his office, and he's like, oh, why would you want to be more human? And, even that's kind of not really sinister. That's just kind of snarky.
Yeah. I think but his whole, like, wide-eyed, innocent act is suspicious on its own.
Right.
You
That's
don't
true.
need musical cues about it.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it just really, I don't know, gives it away way too early. I feel.
That lore's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it exist?
There's not lore Worf / fic, but there does seem to be Worf Data / fic.
Of
So I would
course,
just search
of
for
course.
that.
I would just think that any of the two main characters at all, like,
Yeah.
we have a picture of all the main characters on the TV right now, and I'm sure every one of them has a, I don't know,
Sure.
/ other person.
Some kind of a slash.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's Data lore / fic, like Wincest.
Oh,
No,
this
there's
is
gotta
actually
be.
great. This is the 10 greatest moments in Star Trek / fiction. Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock,
Obviously.
Yeah.
Worf and Wesley Crusher.
Oh!
I would read that shit.
Oh, gross.
That's
That's
wrong.
disgusting.
I completely get it.
That's disgusting.
Data and Geordie LaForge. They do have a bromance going on.
That's
I kind of like
true.
the bromance.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of sweet. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Captain Picard and Q. Look at this picture, by the way. This is like a very sexually charged picture.
I don't think we've gotten to that episode
No. I'm
oh
waiting.
my god.
I'm waiting.
Just search for Star Trek Next Generation / fic. You won't be disappointed.
Apparently not. That was pretty great. But
Yet. You may be disturbed, but you won't be disappointed.
if you're watching this, you're not going to be disturbed.
That's
but
true.
Lore refers to Data as brother the whole episode, but Data only refers to him as Lore until Lore poisons him.
Oh,
The first time he says brother is when he's poisoned.
That's
So, Data.
How would you poison an android?
Android poison?
Like, was that like antiseptic he was looking for?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you just give him too much?
Ugh. It was very easy to revive too. I thought you would have like permanently damaged him, but
No,
I don't
you just have to have his off switch.
this was. I was telling Jess I've been watching Star Trek Next Gen for my whole life because my mother was obsessed with it. So like I've watched these all out of sequence, but they were kind of ubiquitously on in the background my whole young life. And this one I remember my mom like really explaining to me like Lore is like Data's evil brother, and I have very strong recollections of this particular episode.
So was this your introduction to the evil twin trope?
I think it was. I think this is the first time I ever saw an evil
Oh,
twin
yeah, quite possibly.
as a child.
Wow.
I might have had some nightmares about this episode, actually, as like an 8-year-old. I don't know.
I could see it being scary and having it influence, like, oh, what if somebody looked like me and committed
Right.
crimes or like did bad things?
Wasn't that an Edgar Allan Poe story?
Probably.
William Wilson or something?
I've never read that.
Okay.
I'm
I
sure
might
that
be
it's like
making
there's
it
an
up.
older literary trope than there is a Star
Yeah.
Trek. But
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I know,
they
I-
work on a lot of literary tropes.
right.
No, I'm not saying that they created the trope. I'm just like, now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, they have evil Spock.
Right? That's
That's
the
true.
Bizarro thing.
Yeah.
What I found most interesting about this, though, that I didn't remember, is that, like, Lore's greatest flaw, or at least in his own words, was that he was too human. Like, that was the thing that, like, made him dangerous and made him evil, was he had, like, this human ambition and human deceitfulness, whereas Data...
He's very childlike.
Well, yeah, he has a remove that kind of makes him loyal, because he's not out for himself.
Well, didn't you say in one of the earlier episodes they just kind of hammered in, oh, humans are, always good and naturally, good and...
Well,
That's like the big
almost
question of the series
yeah.
because of Q.
it's like humans have progressed so far. That's what they've emphasized a lot. That humans have been this way and now they're that way.
Okay.
Right. And that's something that almost every episode, something happens to show that humanity has gone beyond
I just
what
thought
we are.
I just thought it was interesting that, his humanity is kind of what makes him evil and more ambitious. And
Well, he had to be dismantled by the creator, and they had to make Data, who was less human.
Yeah. Well, he had moral ambiguity.
Right.
Yeah.
He could, and choice. I don't know if Data has a ton of choice.
See, I think Data does. I just think that, I don't know. I think Data's humanity, and I'm sure you'll see this as you go on, and you've seen a lot of Data episodes sort of on their own.
Yeah.
But his journey is so great because I think that what makes him, he becomes more human, not because he becomes more emotional, but because he sort of, I think he realizes that he always cared about and prioritized everyone else on the ship, and like that those are real friendships, and that really is what makes him human, you know? Whereas Lore's sort of self-interest maybe can seem human, but makes him act in inhuman ways. I don't know. I'm getting philosophical again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Laura's a dick.
Laura's a dick.
Yeah.
Laura's a dick.
Shut up, Wesley. Laura's a dick.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the
That's
episode.
And don't use contractions.
No, do not use any contractions.
Oh. God.
But get a new jumper.